What's up, guys? So I want to run a regular on this channel that spotlights indie games. If you're someone who gets pretty bored with the same old first-person shooters and sports games that come out of the major publishers, the indie scene is a treasure trove of unique ideas and experimentation and bravery in game design. And it's something I really want to champion on the channel as much as I can. So this week I want to talk about Wargroove. Now, it seems to be a bit of a pattern that independent developers step in to fill in the holes in video game portfolios that the big companies seem to be leaving. So in this case, it's Advance Wars that's been missing for many years. Nintendo used to run Advance Wars in tandem with its Fire Emblem series. There are some key differences though, the main ones being that Fire Emblem has a more of a fantasy vibe to it, and the characters permanently die in that game, which I always found a bit too stressful or a bit too involved. Advance Wars is a bit more lighthearted, it's a modern day war theme, and you can lose units, they're expendable. So Wargroove actually has more of a fantasy style to it. It doesn't have the same wartime, modern wartime theme as Advance Wars, but gameplay wise, it's more than a homage to Advance Wars. It's essentially an Advance Wars game. It has unique powers that are specific to each team or sort of commander that you control. So for example, there's a commander that can power up his teammates around him. There's another one that can make vines shoot out of the ground that form blockages in the map and forcing your enemies to go a different route or spend a couple of moves trying to chop their way through them. And these really spice up the gameplay, give you a one-time big hitter like super move for each character in the game, and there are several. Another one of the unique things about this game is that the actual units themselves have critical moves, like critical hits. They're basically hits that do extra damage, and those moves are performed in a variety of different ways depending on the character. So the standard infantry is stronger if it's standing directly next to its commander. There's a unit that gets stronger if it's standing opposite to the same type of unit. Dogs are stronger if there's a dog on the opposite side of the enemy. And there's like a horseback unit that deals more damage the further it has to run before attacking its victim. And these special moves give you more to think about, and they make the battles more strategic than they even were in Advance Wars. Besides all the gameplay nuances, just look at this game, guys. It has absolutely gorgeous pixel art. The music's amazing, and they have these really cool sound bites, like voice acted quips from the characters in the game that help to sort of bring more life to the campaign.
We could use this. My next victim. None shall fall while I still stand.
I will warn you that the battles are a little long, so if you want a game that you can dip in, get something done, you know, finish a whole mission in 10 minutes and leave, it's not really suitable for that. But the developer has recently patched the game to include a mid-battle save feature, so you can basically save at any point in the battle and come back to it later, and it's not a big deal. Before, they didn't have that at launch, and it was one of the main complaints that people had about the game, so that's great. The other awesome thing about this game is it has an incredible map and level editor that allows you to make your own maps and share them online. But it even goes further than that. You can make your own campaign, and that includes the cutscenes with the story mode with your own text and dialogue assigned to each characters. And you can essentially make your own campaign. It's not really something I will really use because I have zero creativity, not a creative bone in my body, but for people who have the time and want to make the effort to make incredible levels, I'm sure this game is already populated with incredible levels. I haven't really had a chance to take a look at them, but the best thing is they're cross-platform. So if you make a level on the Switch, it will be downloadable on Xbox One or PC and vice versa. The multiplayer in this game is also cross-platform, so it doesn't matter which of the three platforms the game you're playing on, you can play. Anyone who has this game, anyone who has Wargroove can play with each other. And it is local multiplayer, online, and best of all, for people like me with not a lot of time, it's asynchronous, which means you can set up a game against someone where one person makes a move, pings that move to their opponent, and then it essentially waits, you know, in the cloud for that person to turn on their game, receive the move and make a move of their own and then send it back, and it's awesome. It's like an iPhone game in that way, and I know a lot of cell phone games do that. And for people who like a bit of endgame, there's also plenty of secrets and unlockables in this game. Lots to find, lots to do. I will probably never finish it all, but yeah, that's it, guys. I just wanted to bring this game to you guys' attention. It's the first in hopefully what will be a series of indie spotlight videos, and I'm hoping I can bring at least one of these videos to you every couple of weeks, just to spotlight a really awesome game that deserves the attention. And they don't necessarily have to have just come out. They could be indie games that come out in the last couple of years. And if you guys have any suggestions, if anyone's watching who has a recommendation, please leave it down in the comments, and if I see a lot of mentions for any specific game, I will definitely do a video on it. So yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to help me grow the channel, please subscribe, like the video, make a comment down below, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.